Man, like, why are you smiling at
Bro,
me?
because I was waiting for you to... I don't know.
Why came in like, well, I've got to kill it.
Fuck off, bro.
I'm
I'm
good,
good, man.
What you saying?
I'm good, man.
How's the journey?
Alright, you know, not too...
But here, man, it's chilling, innit? Same old pepper, man. I haven't really
You look
changed,
the same,
man.
bro.
I can't lie,
Everything's the same with you
That's
still.
it. Same smile, same face.
Yeah, man. Same energy.
Yeah, bruv, always, man. You are the same as well. You're just so chilled.
Yeah, first place.
Well, go on, man.
That's my bro.
What you saying, bro?
I'm good, man.
It's crazy. I don't think you actually told me. Do you remember what event it was that we last linked up as?
No, I can't remember.
Bro,
But
I don't
just
think we've
remember
seen
seeing you.
Cove, bro.
Bro,
We
I
haven't
promise
seen
you I have.
Love Killer.
I have. Shall I tell you why? It was because I remember I saw you, I saw Odile there as well. Trust me. I remember.
What was it? November?
It might have been November.
Oh, no. Somerset.
Probably.
Somerset, Greenwich.
It might have been that.
When he did his Gabsy. Gabsy?
No. It wasn't. I didn't go to that. It might have been November. It was one motive though.
But what was it? Was it love or was it like we saw each other in distance?
No, we saw each other. I greeted you, bro. Obviously,
Actually, we can't see each other in distance.
it's just you get what I mean?
But what's going on with you, bro, man? Like, I can't lie, fam. I saw Q.
Yeah.
He was here as well. Miss you guys, man.
No,
I
you
can't
same, bro.
lie. That Coventry is stapled in my
That was
head.
a moment.
Like, we're thinking back. Like, what's your key moment in, like that involves like our friendship or our brotherhood?
I don't know, because I wasn't even, maybe the same with you, probably the same with a lot of people. I wasn't supposed to be in Cov anyway. That wasn't like my, the uni I wanted to go to. Do you know what I mean? So, like a lot of things changed last minute, a lot of plans changed last minute. So, yeah, like it was just, it's like things were supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I already had in my mind that I was going to go to another uni. I had friends going to that uni as well.
What was that, Leicester?
No, Kent.
Kent?
Yeah.
No, I can't imagine.
But because for my course, I wanted, because I done psychology in Cove, I wanted to do it in Kent, and they were quite good in Kent. But yeah, man, shit hit the fan.
Did you finish in Cov?
Yeah, I did.
Did you enjoy psychology?
Did I enjoy it?
Did you enjoy it? Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but the last year was crazy.
Well, okay, I want you to talk to me about that because I really don't understand. Because like first year was like, bro, we were fam, just lit. Just nobody was like serious. It was just enjoyment.
Yeah.
And obviously I've left now, and then like I'm just hearing like you're down, Jesse's down, Sanya's down.
Yeah.
Obviously I don't want to be dropping names, but it's like it's like everyone just started to get slapped. It was either second year or third year for some people. Like, bro, like, what happened?
I just feel like I think life started to kick in. Do you know what I mean? I feel like first year was the excitement. It was lit. Then.
But it sounds. Sorry to cut you off. It sounds like it was brewing from first year because you already said it was chaos that got you into.
A little bit.
Into Cove.
Yeah, a little bit. But do you know what? But there was also a lot of blessings in disguises. For example, like meeting Jesse.
You,
no, come on, bro. Meeting Jesse. But I felt like, for example, I became more closer with Jesse in second year. Yeah. That's because we started living together. And I felt like that's why when he went through whatever he went through, I feel like because the proximity was there, it was easy to, you know, go through that with a friend, do you know what I mean? And you had other friends there as well, do you know what I mean? But also I feel like uni is it's just like a social bubble. And sometimes you find yourself moving in that bubble and you kind of neglect your actual self, the self that you look in the mirror, do you know what I mean? So I felt like in certain stages where people are dealing with certain things, we kind of like were caught up in the whole social life of uni, you know, the party life. That's when like that was all prime. Even like I think there was even a point in second year where I was like, I wasn't even like, in fact I had checked my timetable and I had realised that I had an exam in 2 weeks. And I went to my bedroom's house just to go chill, like, you know what I mean? So like, you just get caught up in this world, like, and it's, first time away from home.
Yeah.
So like, different responsibilities,
Yeah.
different type of freedom. So sometimes I feel like you forget yourself as well. But like in my final year, so I had never lost anyone close to me, like proper. I'd lost like friends that have passed away and whatnot, but like not like family, innit?
Yeah.
So, but in my final year, just at the beginning, like probably like November, my grandma passed away.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. But that was the first time I had actually lost someone, innit? So that kind of hit me like on a mad thing.
bricks.
Yeah, like I wasn't.
Was it unexpected, or like was she already in a state where it's like this is possible, or was it just like bow like?
It was kind of expected, but I didn't know, especially being in, again, that social bubble of being in uni. So like I wasn't really in London a lot, unless it's like the holidays, and I was also doing a few gigs here and there, so I wasn't really in London.
What do you
I
mean
was
you
just-
didn't know? As in the family knew, but to
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
it was
So
just...
like it was mainly like my mum and my dad.
Okay.
Like that sort of generation of the family. I knew a bit, but then I remember my mum told me to like follow her to the hospital, and I followed her, and
Did you have to come back to uni for that?
yeah, I had to come back to uni, but
Come back from uni, as in go back to London?
yeah. But do you know what? She just kind of just told me just to come to Ends to like see the
Okay.
family, whatever. And then I came. Then I realised that my grandma's actually not well. Do you know what I mean? Then, but between the time of me seeing her and the time of her passing away was it's like literally a whole week. So I didn't really get to process the fact that she might be dying or she might die soon.
Okay.
It's like I seen her, then I clocked she's not well, like she's proper ill, then boom, then she passed away. And then obviously like seeing the effect on my whole family, and I'm a very much family orientated person.
Yeah.
Like my immediate family have periods like in the year. I'm sure everyone else as well, like you get together, do you know what I mean? But that was very much centered around my grandma.
Right.
So her passing away was an impact on my family and an impact on myself, and then also like as from first year, like we had a circle, then that just broke apart. Like people started going like doing different things. Some people went, some people dropped from uni. Some people didn't go past to the next year. So each year, from first year, the circle kept on getting smaller and smaller. And then after she passed, I just kind of just shut myself away from everyone really. And then obviously Q was on placement. So me and Q we've always been cool and whatever, but he's living in London, do you know what I mean? He's working in London for a year. So
Q came to London for placement?
Yeah.
What's Q studying?
So in second year, Q done business.
Okay, cool.
So then instead of doing his final year, he done a placement year.
Okay.
Then he done his final year. So I graduated a year before him.
Okay.
So during my final year, he was in London.
Right.
So yeah, obviously I kind of just felt like I was kind of just going through that alone. Do you know what I mean? I didn't really know how to really talk to anyone about that. And yeah, I wasn't going to no lectures. I wasn't doing nothing. Like I was just at home, just thinking about life. Do you know what I mean? And just thinking about, obviously thinking up, treasuring, being grateful, you know, for the time I got to spend with my grandma and whatnot. But I just feel like it got me into a hole. Like I was just contemplating. I was just thinking about like life. Like I feel like just the fact that somebody so close to me died was started putting so many things into perspective. Like when am I gonna die?
Right.
Like what happens after life, after death? All these kind of thoughts. I've always had them before, but because of someone so close to me dying, that kind of just made it deeper. And then again, I was in uni by myself. So yeah, that kind of weighed a lot. And then obviously smoking as well. All of those things kind of had a contribution to my experience in my final year. But yeah, I had a friend which helped me, and then basically I was able to speak to my uni.
Right. I'll say
Because I didn't. Yeah. Because I hadn't done none of my dissertation as well, and it was due in like 3 weeks. So they gave me an extension. I had to like obviously give them proof of my grandma passing away. They gave me an extension, and to be fair, I felt like they gave me a bit of some leniency based on my situation, because I did no work until they gave me an extension, and that's when I started doing my dissertation or whatever. So, but luckily I was able to pass, and I was just grateful, and I kind of just, obviously, for example, I'm a producer, and I do music producing full time.
Yep.
But I kind of, like, me graduating was kind of a full circle moment in terms of getting over my grandma passing away, and just getting over depression, really. Do you know what I mean? Literally. So like graduating was just like, yeah, man, like I finally did this. Do you know what I mean? I'm much more in a positive place, and I can see the identity of like who I want to be. Do you know what I mean?
Take me to that moment when I can't even imagine someone calling my phone and telling me your mom's passed, bro.
So
at that exact moment, like, where are you?
The funny thing is, I saw it the same day, actually. Sorry, I saw it the same day.
She passed.
Yeah. So it's funny. My mum called me on a Friday. She was like, "Oh, come to London," and I come to London. Then she was like, "Yeah, you might as well come see your grandma before you go back to Covenant." Obviously, she was staying in St Thomas Hospital.
Right.
I just got the train from there to Euston. Then my brother, and that day, that's when I seen her, and like, I'm like, rah, like, fuck, like, she looks mad ill. Like, something is wrong. Do you know what I mean? Then, I think at like 2 in the morning, and that day, when I left the hospital, I was crying, because I was just like, rah, this is mad. My mum's telling me to come check out the hospital, but my mum didn't prep me for what I was about to see. Do you get? Like, I can see my grandma's in pain. But, so when I get back to Cov, my brother messages me on Snap, in fact. And obviously you can't see the message until you open Snap. And then I've already known what he's messaged me. Like, I could tell, I just knew it. I swear, like, God seen me, I could tell, like, I just knew that he said, "Oh yeah, grandma's passed away." Then I checked the message, and it was what it was, innit? And it was just kind of surreal still. It was kind of mad, because my family got to, they were in London, so they got to, be together. They got to at least be around her.
Right. Support system.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? During that time, but obviously I'm in my final year. Maybe I could have gone to ends, and like everything happened so quickly. You're not really thinking logically. Do you know what I mean? So
was it like slow motion at that point in time?
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, like, to be fair, because I had just left London as well, I'm just dealing with everything on my own in uni. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I just felt like there was just a bit of this barrier from me and the world, literally. There was this, and then a few things happened, I think like the year before, with a few of my friendship groups. So I didn't really have enough people that I could talk to in that time. So it was tough. Yeah, it was tough, man. It was tough still.
Explain that to me though, because it sounds like, first of all, yeah, I just want to apologize for allowing my personal life to not check in on you. Because when I say I love you, I mean that I love you, bro.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
I don't think any of us were really honest in our friendships. Like me especially, like even in first year, that was escapism for me. Because although I came to uni and I was still doing the same things, like going to church, playing drums, it was still an escape from a lot of the stuff that I was facing at home. So I do want to apologize that I never checked in, and it's like we're linking up and we're seeing each other at a flipping party. That's the next time we're speaking, because bro, like I mean I love you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
love
saying?
You too, bro.
But I want to know what happened with the friendships, because this is all new to me.
Yeah.
completely, because I remember it was me, Chisholm, Joanna, Jesse, Kwesi,
Yeah.
who else was there?
Sandra,
Ade.
Ade, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what, did you have different friendship groups, or was it the same group, or that?
I just think everyone was just grew into different things. Like, I'm still cool with a few of them, but I just feel like, yeah, everyone just grew into to different things. Like, example, like, obviously what I do producing, to be, like, first and foremost, I'm a Christian, innit? And I felt like being a Christian is what brought us together. But then obviously as I've grown older, I've known that I can be a Christian and still do what I need to do. And I feel like, yeah, just everyone else had different plans and different avenues for where they went, for where they see themselves. And I just felt like that's kind of where it fell into. Yeah.
Something's happened though, bro. I need you to be real with me, innit? Like, something's happened. Because with you, because I even remember in uni, yeah, there was a time when I did actually question if you're okay. Because I remember there was a point in time, even in first year, you were just in your crib.
Yeah.
And nobody knew what was going on. Like, because you're coming off of Far Gosford. Am I right?
Yeah.
Next to that apartment where Snubs, that
Yeah,
situation
yeah,
happened with
yeah,
Snubs.
yeah.
Like,
No, yeah.
yeah, you were just ghost for a period of time. Like, what?
It's just, do you know, I don't know. Personally, I'm an introverted person, innit? So,
Yeah, but you internalize a lot, bro.
yeah, to an extent. But yeah, I'm just a introverted person. I feel like, as well, again, because, you know, the whole uni lifestyle, I feel like there was periods where I felt like I just needed to reset. Do you know what I mean? And just, cool. Like, just, I don't know, man. It's a whole, I don't know how to explain it, but the social life in uni is like it's a whole other world. Like, you could slightly forget that you're in uni because you're studying.
Right.
And beyond that, I was also still producing as well. So I needed to make time for those two as well. Besides linking up with my friends and doing whatever, I needed to make sure I was producing, and I was also studying as well. So I mean, there was times where I'll be using those periods for that. Then in second year, I just feel like it's just natural sometimes when people grow apart, really.
Was it really growing apart?
Yeah,
Or-
some of them. But in the final year was just a bit of not seeing eye to eye with certain people. Yeah, man, just a bit of not seeing eye to eye. I just felt
But
like
how did it affect you? Because you've just said,
it made me. I feel like for example, I've got 3 older brothers. I've always grown up around people. Do you know what I mean?
even know that.
So, there you go. Do you know what I mean? So, I've always grown up around people. So I have this expectation of being reciprocal. Do you know what I mean? So I felt like with certain people, I had this. In fact, even with uni, even with Q, for example, we both knew that whatever it is, I've got your back, you've got my back. Period. Doesn't matter what it is. Like, that's how me and Q have rolled since uni till now, to this day, and it's always been like that, and it's always been fine, perfect. And I felt like I had that relationship with certain people, and then I realized they didn't really have my back in that instance. And then obviously when uni now ended, also, there was things that we needed to kind of sort out, and they kind of just, what's the word? They just left me to basically sort it out, do you know what I mean? When it's not really my situation to sort out. For example, I'm trying to just, without being too over elaborate. For example, let's say like you and your friend, you commit to to paying for something, you want to finance something, whatever, for business. And you're committing to it, and then suddenly, well, let's say it's a business and you're more of the brains of the business,
Right.
But he's the person that actually uses the equipment.
Yeah.
But you end up now paying financially for the equipment. He's no longer contributing, but he still uses the equipment.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? It's not making sense. And they kind of was like, deal with it kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I just thought it was right. This is mad disrespectful. And because uni's done, you live somewhere else, like the proximity is not there. I feel like that's why you're being like this. You're being difficult. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like also like that's the thing. Like I kind of look at things holistically. I can tell this is a character thing. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So with certain people, I can tell they're like that. Because I won't even say that the person didn't have love for me. I think they did, but there's certain things, certain habits that pushes you into doing certain things, especially when you're on the edge, especially when, like, for example, if you know, like, in pressure situations, you're just used to lying. You're just used to being a chronic liar. You just don't want to tell the truth because you're scared of certain outcomes, innit? Do you know what I mean? So you will do that to people you might even love, do you know what I mean? So I kind of just felt like that's kind of where it was coming from. But I just felt like the way they went about it was just mad disrespectful. Do you get what I mean? Like, just airing my messages as well. And then also, like, when talking to other people about the situation, other mutuals, because during that period I was obviously talking to other mutuals, they're telling them a whole different story.
Right.
When I've literally got physical evidence, do you know what I mean, of how the whole thing has detailed. They're just telling other people other stories. And I feel like because I'm quite calm, during that situation, I was very hot. Like, I'm a very calm person, very relaxed person.
Yeah, you are, bro.
But then when I feel like someone's like taking a piss, like, I can just go to 100. So I felt like I was kind of dealing with that situation on 100 a little bit, but especially also because of the relationship I once had with that person. Like, do you know what I mean? Seeing that person every day, chat to that person every day, like, blessed with that person, do you know what I mean? So it's just like...
Is this an addition to grandma?
No.
Or is this
So
before?
this is after, just right after, basically, to be fair.
That's a lot.
It's in between, to be fair, because
That's a
they did some stuff during that period as well. And there was so many things that the person was going through that I always made sure I was helping them. Like, I remember some girl was on, like, pregnancy, trapping this guy. I remember I followed him all the way to the girls' uni. Like, this girl was from another uni, you know, they just obviously done their thing. Or they was having a little whatever, then she's messaged him like, wow, I'm gonna keep your baby, whatever, it's even twins, yada, yada, yada. He's telling me like, bro, like, I don't even know what to do, like. I'm like, say nothing, bro, we'll go to the girls' uni, like. Not on the like, oh, we're gonna go to the girls' uni, we're gonna rap, like, not on the shake her rap, like, just on the like reasoning, like, cool, why do you wanna do this? Like, I don't feel like this makes sense for you because he doesn't want, like, you guys are not together, he wasn't even dating, do you know what I mean? We're just trying to understand her thought process. And I just feel like, as a bro, he just needed someone to be there, do you know what I mean? You're scared. Like, your mum sent you to uni, and you're now, do you get me, you're about to have a youth, like, it's all mad. So just these little things that I just felt like, cool, like, this is my bro.
They're all building blocks to...
Yeah, so, and then I'm seeing how, like, his behaviour towards me, doing certain things, it's like, that's why I felt like I treated this situation on 100. I felt like I would essentially do anything within reason for someone that I love, innit, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially my friends as well. And I just didn't feel like that was reciprocated. So when that situation went down how it did, yeah, man, I was very angry still.
So you've come from family, having that support system around you, like, prior to university, then coming, it's like you're just dropped in like an empty bowl. Like, yeah, it's cool at the start, everybody's around, life starts to happen. You start to see people aren't there. You find out the biggest loss of your life has happened, and it's like you're lost. The people that you thought were your people are showing their true skin. So it's like, okay, cool. Blocks are building, and then it's just depression.
Yeah.
What was your version of depression? Because for me, it was porn, masturbation, smoking. Like, bro, it even got so bad, yeah. I remember the one time when I brought a vape, yeah, the last time I brought a vape, I had to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you are vaping. You, fine boy. Are you okay? Like, is life really that bad?
Yeah,
it can
yeah.
catch you, yeah? You won't even know that you're sinking. Do you know what I mean? And I can only testify that my saving grace was God. But I know that in all those moments, the vaping was escapism, the smoking the weed was escapism, the masturbation and porn, I was searching for love. What was your depression?
I feel like smoking, but also in that sense was also a comfort as well. But it's a sense of false comfort, I guess.
What do you mean? Is it from the high, or is it the escaping the voices and
Just
the
do
stress?
you know what? It just made me more. I just felt more mellow, and I felt like I was dealing with things a lot more easier. I feel like I'm a serial thinker.
Yeah, me and you both, bro.
I'm always thinking. I'm always trying to read the room, everything. So I feel like that kind of just put that on a pause. And then because again, I wasn't really around a lot of people. That's why I didn't realize that I was kind of depressed. I was just always by myself. Obviously, I knew like from the effects of my grandma dying, that I knew that I wasn't in a good place mentally, but it's hard to kind of like step out of the situation and see that I'm actually not in a good place. I only realised that, to be fair, when people were actually trying to kind of chat to me, and I just wasn't responsive. Really.
Yeah.
That's when I started deepening.
You weren't engaged in like you felt like you were in a trance.
Yeah. I
I
just wasn't present. I was never present. Wherever I was, lectures, seminars, I weren't there. I was there, but I was never there. Like, I weren't really present. I think that's when I started deepening it. That cool. Yeah, man, that's something I'm going through something here.
But what did that look like in terms of your outlets? Like I said, like my outlets were all of that stuff. You obviously said you were smoking weed.
Yeah. I feel like, what else? I don't really know, you know.
Was it just the weed, or like?
Yeah, probably
You
mainly.
didn't really mess with girls. You weren't really in that.
Nah, I had, bro, like, that wasn't even on my mind at all. Like, to be fair, a little bit, but it wasn't. It was more of a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, in fact, I include that as well. But it was more, again, I feel like it was more of a reaction to the situation. And then I started deep in like, bro, you're just trying to, not fill a void, but I felt like I was trying to keep busy to keep my mind off processing what's happening, actually taking it in, like this is man's reality now, innit? So I would, chat to girls, smoke. Music did help though as well.
Music was music an escape or a comfort?
It was a comfort.
Okay.
But in a positive way, yeah. Because it took my mind off. Music always take whatever I can be doing, or whatever situation I can be in. Music always takes my mind off of it.
So describe that whole section or that season of your life without music. If you didn't have that, who would PB be right now?
I don't know. I don't know if it would be here talking. I don't think so.
Suicidal?
Yeah. Never suicidal, nah.
I can't lie, I got there, you know.
Swear.
I got there, bro. I can't lie. 2022, 2021, and 2023 was 2019 and 2020 23 were my two. Yeah, it was a thought. 2019 was actually, my body actually went somewhere.
Swear.
Yeah, like, bro, it was an out of body experience. I won't lie to you. And that's why nobody can ever debate with me about God. Because the thing that stopped me wasn't, I'm not going to do this. The thing that stopped me was purpose. Like, I don't know what it is. There was just that voice of, there is a reason why you're here. Like that's all I can hear. Like whenever I'm in those moments, there's just this underlying voice of hope. This can't be it. Like there is a reason. Like my life is not my own. Like I don't know. I genuinely can't describe it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
How much does purpose play a part in everything that you've been through? Like from grandma passing, from the friends, like. How did it affect your decisions? Or was purpose, do you feel like purpose was born from that situation? Or do you even know what purpose looks like to you? Like,
Yeah.
do you feel like you've discovered it? Like, I know that was a few questions, but.
Yeah. I thought, okay, first of all, I feel like music's always been my foundation.
From day one?
Yeah, slightly.
Were you producing from first year? Like when
I've been producing since I was in secondary school.
Actually, yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, so since I was at 12. So, but yeah, I feel like music's just always been a foundation and has always, that's the one thing that's always been consistent in my life. Like always, like, yeah, that's just like, it's second nature to me. I can do it in my sleep. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's where my purpose is. And it's like, obviously like, for example, like the talents in the Bible, you know, when God gave, the guy gave everyone different talents and they were supposed to multiply. I feel like...
Oh, that stuck with you?
Yeah, music was one of the primary foundations for what I need to do. Even now, I still feel like in the near future, I'll use my psychology degree.
Best course you could ever study.
Definitely. But I feel like there's a level, there's a pedestal that music places you on that you can do so many things. Like, for example, this is just a random example, but for example, Meat Mill, he's a rapper, you know what I mean? But you see him, besides all the nonsense he says on Twitter, I mean, he rubs shoulders with politicians, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't, if he wasn't a rapper, and he's not a politician, he's not rubbing shoulders with no politicians.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So there is this sort of grace that music provides for you to jump into other ventures, which is what I feel like music is just a foundation. It's the best thing I'm good at as well, but that's where my, definitely my passion is. That's where my, what's the word? That's what my purpose is, definitely. But I'm also a very empathetic person, which is also, I feel like I study psychology. So I feel like I also have, which also ties into music, because music is for people, do you know what I mean? It's for people to enjoy. But I feel like there's also another service that I have that I need to, that I'm still trying to discover that I can do. But music is like definitely the foundation of everything that I need to do, really, yeah.
So who is Isaiah? On that basis of you understanding, would you say you fully understand your purpose?
Yeah.
So if you were to describe who Isaiah is, Isaiah Cole, through that lens, describe yourself.
Depends who's asking, first of all.
Michael Pepper.
On what level though?
I would say your life's mission statement.
Just to make an impact.
Actually, let's start here. Define purpose, in your opinion.
Define purpose?
Yeah, like what does purpose mean to you?
Purpose. What does purpose mean to me? Something you're supposed to do, innit? Like something.
Whatever comes to mind.
Off the top of my head, I can't think.
What's that one voice, or that one idea, or that one thought that never leaves your mind? We all have it.
No, you're asking me a fair question. I don't know.
It's getting somewhere.
I know the answer is simple, but I feel like
No, there isn't
Oh.
no, there isn't an answer, bro. But there is something on your mind that does not leave. Only you know it.
oh, what should I say it though?
Yeah, clean. If you feel comfortable, obviously.
I mean, just because I do music, innit?
Music is, in my opinion, music is a tool
Yeah,
which you use to express something.
yeah.
What's the something? Nobody else in this room can ever know.
It depends. So, okay, for example, my purpose, in terms of like making music, money factor aside, the reason why I make music is I enjoy it, I love it, number one. But number two, I always feel like I want to have some sort of impact. I don't care whether it's very small, whether like, I had a chat with you for 30 seconds at a bus stop, a stranger, whatever, or a major impact. Like, that's not really my thing. My thing is, as long as, for example, if I drop a song with someone and I see that people are enjoying it, that's the gratitude that I find. That's what makes me want to do it more. Like, there's, for example, an experience that I had in uni, which was very surreal, very small, but very surreal to me personally, is like, I was being in a motive, and something I produced was playing in a motive. And obviously I'm literally seeing everyone dancing, enjoying, and nobody had a clue that I made this in my room. Do you get? I don't even know my man. Like, if I go to him and tell him I produced, he's just gonna look at me like I'm a fool. Like, do you know what I mean? But it's just like, I'm seeing everyone dancing, they might be singing to the lyrics. Do you know what I mean? That's what gives me that purpose. Do you know what I mean? That's what kind of drives me. I'm not like, and obviously I'm a Christian as well, so I just want people to feel positive,
Right.
through anything I do. I just want it to be a positive experience, and also like music also helped me through dark times, like listening to music. So I also want to create songs to help people through those times. Okay. Them times where you can't tell someone how you feel, or you might have done something that you might take to the grave, there might be a song that's relatable, which you might just need to hear, which might make you feel at ease. Do you know what I mean? All these little things. But again, that's down to however the listener, takes in the song. But essentially, that's the goal that I'm trying to make. Like, just.
Yeah, but would you say that? I don't really think there would be any choice. Because obviously we're both Christians, so we understand the spiritual things. Mm-hmm. That's the energy you're putting in. So it's like you're turning your pain into purpose through the communication of, this is my pain and this is what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And this is what I would like to feel, or this is what I want you guys to feel.
Yeah.
Basically, just because you're feeling this doesn't mean that you must stay in this. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like love.
Yeah.
I can't lie to you. That's one of the bases that me and you connect on. And even having this conversation with you, it's opened my mind. Because sometimes I link up with people. One of my biggest problems is I link up with people and I forget how we met. Like, and I don't think I've actually sat down sometimes to actually think, okay, why do we connect so well? Mm-hmm. I'm just used to making new connections, thinking that, oh, it's just easy to me. People just like, no. There's character traits, there's things that I do that create an atmosphere. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sends out a signal, whatever it might be, for us to link up. So for you, you're doing that big time. And
thank you,
love is something that flows through you. But I feel like people like me and you carry a lot of pain that people don't know about.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, who do we have to lean on? Like, who do we have to express that love to? Do you know what I mean? Like, are you at that point in your life right now where everything is clear, or are there things on your mind that haven't been released yet that are still like, I don't want to say tormenting you, but like,
I feel like a lot of things are clear. I'm very good with dealing with my emotions now. Like I don't, if I'm, whatever I'm dealing with, if I'm angry or sad or I'm anxious, anxiety, I just feel it out in it. I just, rather than,
I like that still.
that's just what I do now. Like I just take in whatever emotion I'm feeling and I just absolutely process it. I take it in, whatever. I'm just gonna feel it in it. Then after, I get rid of it. That's my process. I have to get rid of it. But I feel like sometimes when you don't process whatever you're feeling, it comes out in different ways.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem is. So, especially, and again, being a man as well, people are gonna tell you, oh, you can't express yourself in certain ways or whatever, and that's all bullshit, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like you just got to do what's best for you, but then just pick yourself up, literally. So, I just feel like everything that I probably might have not understood, I've kind of just sat myself down and kind of looked at it and been like, alright, cool. What is this? Like, alright, cool. Why am I feeling like this? And then I'm assessing it like, alright, cool. And this is why me studying psychology kind of helped with all this kind of stuff. I can't lie. Just kind of assessing myself consciously and be like, alright, cool. How do I still feel about these certain things? Like, am I okay with it? Am I not okay with it? Are these things still touchy? Are they not as touchy? Is it easy to talk about now? Do I still have a coping mechanism? All these little things. But yeah, I don't feel like I can see clear. Like, I don't think there's anything that kind of haunts me from uni anymore. Yeah.
What does love look like to you at this point in time?
Love.
Like for yourself, anyway. Like how do you, like, what's your definition of love?
Love.
Bearing in mind everything we've just because bro, I can't lie, yeah. Dealing with people, it can turn you into an animal sometimes. And I really feel like, maybe you don't, but I feel like sometimes you might underestimate your knowledge and wisdom that you've gained from psychology. Because even I've been stepping into psychology a little bit, and it can change your world.
Yeah,
The way you deal with people,
definitely.
your empathy.
Definitely.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I personally feel like psychology is divine wisdom from God. Like
definitely.
He shows us why He's so patient and empathetic with us.
Yeah.
So like.
No, definitely. Like with love, I think it's such a big term. I feel like I'm. What's your question again?
Do you love yourself right now? If you were to be honest with yourself, like.
Yeah, I think I do. I think I love myself. Definitely.
And how do you show yourself love? Like, what is your definition of love? Essentially, is what I'm trying to get at.
Just working hard and discipline. Those two things, because there's so many things that obviously you can enjoy, but it's a fast track to nowhere. Do you know what I mean? Like partying, smoking, drinking, those are things that people enjoy. You know what I mean? But you have to have discipline. You know what I mean? If you love yourself, you go gym, you do other stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? You be healthy, you eat right, all these things. But I will say I think I do, definitely.
So do you still have love for people in terms of like going off of your conflicts with
like.
Or has it
even like with that specific situation, I'm over it. I'm over the situation. We did, like, for example, even with that situation, there was no closure. So it's not like me and the guy, we've had a conversation up to now. Even now, like, we've had a conversation and things are cool. We haven't had no conversation, but it's just them ones, you just got to let go of certain energy.
Yeah.
You just got to let go of certain energy. So, but I wouldn't say, if I see the person, I'm not going to lie, I'm not fake. It's not gonna just be like, oh, we saying, bro, da 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 da. Do you know what I mean? We'll just, I don't know. I don't know if I say cool to the person, I won't lie. But it's one of them ones, I'm the type of person, we can have a good relationship and I can love the person and have that dynamic. But once certain things have happened, if I don't see, what's the word? This the spirit of forgiveness. Not saying that I'm God, like you owe me forgiveness, but my thing is, if you've done someone wrong, you should mend it. Do you know what I mean? You should be apologetic.
100%.
You should be in that frame, and that person was totally not in that way. So, but I feel like if that person did come like that, then I'd bless it. But I don't think when time goes on as well, things can't be the same. Do you know what I mean? You see, when you haven't spoken to someone for so long, and it's left on bad terms, it's very hard for there to be reconciliation and for you lot to move off on that same level. Yeah. Time has gone, you guys will also be doing different things. So I feel like even if it was to be cool, like it will just be a closure conversation. Like, oh, sorry, bro, I done this. Oh, it's cool, say nothing. Then that's just what it is.
That's why the Bible tells us not to sleep on anger.
Yeah. And I'm cool with leaving it there still.
But it's not like, even though you're saying you see them and it might not be what's good.
Yeah.
In your heart, it's still not like it's not like you're holding unforgiveness towards them. It's just or describe.
Do you know what the only thing is I would wanna just see what was driving that behaviour.
So does that keep you in unforgiveness, or like I'm trying?
That's what I'm trying to think still, but I don't like.
Because I'll be honest with you, you're not a character that can operate on unforgiveness. I personally haven't seen that side. No. I don't think you would.
I'm not even that type of person. No, do you know? I'll say I don't think it's unforgiveness.
Yeah.
It's genuinely. I think it's just general closure.
But do you think you need closure all the time, bro?
No, not at all. And that's why. And I've had opportunities to chat to the person. Like, I remember they followed me on the gram one time, whatever, and whatnot, and like DM, but it was all small talk.
Because I feel like what's understood doesn't need to be spoke about, and you understand life. In my opinion, anyway, anybody who's done life the hard way, taken certain risks in their life, plus studied a course like yours or has that kind of level of education, I feel like we have a responsibility of understanding, creating peace, patience, and empathy. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So for me, it's like, do you really need closure because you understand the human mind better than the average man and the average Joe? So in your mind, it's like, they won't understand. So even if I try to have a conversation, I'm gonna get frustrated and I'm gonna get angry because it's like, I have an expectation for you to do something that I already know you won't do. So it's like, that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, why would you still be looking for closure?
I just kind of wanted to. I think my mind was it was more of a, what's it called? Benefit of the doubt. It was more of a benefit of the doubt kind of thing.
Like,
so I just wanted to have, maybe there's an explanation as to why he was moving a certain way. Maybe something was going on at home. Do you know what I mean? More of, like, when there's people you love, you don't really want to, you will still make excuses for certain behaviours. Do you know what I mean? Because you love them. Like, naturally, you'll just be like, maybe they're doing something or they're going through this or yada, 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 whatever. That's kind of really it. But beyond that, like, I don't really care. Like, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure they regret it because it was a good friendship as well. Do you know what I mean? And as well, me myself, like, it's something that I look back at and I'll be like, it's unfortunate. Do you know what I mean? As much as I'm sure they regret it, on my side, it's also unfortunate because they were a good friend as well. But you just have to have boundaries as well. Again, with how big love is,
yeah, man,
you know, and how much you can express it, you have to have boundaries. And when certain people do certain things, that's why sometimes you just have to be like, cool.
Yeah. You have to guard your
heart. You have to chill there now, innit? You can't really work like that no more, innit? But yeah.
Do you feel whole right now? As in you as a person, do you feel whole? Like your heart, like, do you feel complete? Are there things missing? Is there still any voids that you feel like need to be filled up? Like,
Not really, you know. I feel very driven. As I've gotten older, I feel like very driven. I feel like things are coming together, bit by bit.
so what season are you in right now? How would you describe the season you're in right now?
My season. In terms of what?
Just life. Just describe, if you were to just imagine this is a chapter of your life right now. What
Right
would be
now?
the opening chapter here?
I feel like I'm on. Okay, if my life was a season, yeah. I think we're ending the second season.
Which was?
Hibernation. And I feel like I'm embarking. Like, you know when you're watching a show, yeah, and the show's a bit boring, but then the final 2 episodes are peak.
Banging.
I feel like I'm ending the episode just before those 2 episodes.
Would you describe it like the story of the Israelites leaving Egypt and they were in the wilderness?
Yeah.
And then
That's a funny thing. Me and Q, I always use that example to Q, like, in terms of like how the industry is like, and then because the music industry is just a mess, isn't it? And there's not really, it's hard to navigate, but being a Christian as well, I always feel like, yeah, I'm in a wilderness right now. All I can see is just sand. I can't see nowhere where I'm gonna plant seeds.
Right now, with your relationship with God?
No, I can, but physically sometimes no.
What do you mean? Is that you don't know what you're doing?
What do you mean? I know what I'm doing, but it's more of like, again with music, everything happens at the end. You see the results at the end.
Okay,
Like,
you feel like you're at the part where everything's unraveling itself.
yeah. But then I can't quantify it or be
It's
like,
not
cool,
clear.
this, yeah, I can't like show you this is it. I can't put it on a spectrum or describe. I can't describe, yeah.
Alright, cool. Isaiah,
Bro.
you know I love you, man. I want to ask you this. What does empowerment look like to you for the next generation of men?
Responsibility. Courage. I'm just saying some words, but yeah, discipline, strength, yeah, love as well. Yeah, those things. I feel like in this era and generation, love seems weak. As men, like I feel like people, like, sometimes they want to seem like the toughest in the room or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think it's a coping mechanism as well for those people, whoever it is. But I feel like just love as well is just the strongest. It's the best way. Things can happen. The best things happen out of love. You know what I mean? Children are born out of love. Things happen from nothing out of love. So I think that's a big factor. That's an important factor. Yeah.
I love you, bro.
Love you too, broski.
Come on, man.
No. Come on, man. Good talking to you still.
Beautiful, man. All the time, bro.